Jason Tamimi, good morning. Where is my Quantower? Not open. Long NQ off 16K. Wait, let's see. I'm waiting for it to load. Oh, wow. Looks like it already bounced over there. What does this correlate for the SPY? It doesn't, I mean, that doesn't look too far down. Decent. Oh, I didn't even notice that move into the close yesterday. What happened there? Was that something to do with the AI stuff as well? I don't remember when that happened either. The AI stuff looks like it happened. Let's see. Like 250. And 250. Oh no, wait. This is 350. Interesting. Mid to, yeah, I see that. I mean, pretty much gave back half of yesterday. That's, I mean, that's nothing to slouch out, but it's also not that big of a move down considering how far up we are. I mean, we came from, where did we come from? Came from 410. Start of this move was down at 410. I still think we fill this gap at 441 at some point. Gaps don't like going unfilled. And we got gaps down all the way to 424. On the SPY. That's the one thing about the NQ is there's no such thing as gaps. I mean, there is, obviously, but they're a lot more rare. Alrighty. Is there any news? I think there was something this morning, wasn't there? Yeah, 10 o'clock. Existing home sales. And then there's an FOMC meeting at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Then we have NVIDIA earnings after close. I was looking at taking position on Zoom, but I wanted to see what it looked like near the open here. Oh wow, I had a big pullback on Zoom. So, dang. Earnings appeared to be good, went all the way up to 71, and now we're all the way back down below yesterday's close, sitting at, what is it, 64 area. Interesting. Maybe I won't be Now, if this was up near 71 still, I'd be looking to take this trade, but I bet the premiums on this should change. I would assume they won't stay this when we open much lower. So who all bought more accounts yesterday? I know one person did. That long off 16,000's looking pretty good. Did you take it? I think I was doing. Yeah, I'm in. Holy. Holy. It's gonna take forever. I guess maybe it's build up. Well, I wonder what you can
I
get.
have a that one's
Yeah, they probably all are compared to that.
out. It wasn't cheaper than 1,000.
That's what I'm saying. You're better off just doing. Response usually. Working it. Yeah. You want to do this? It looks like it. Oh, so it doesn't actually add anything.
It gives it
The goats.
yeah that rainbow. They add
Hired. No, I mean I'm not gonna.
auto defending.
Why?
to do.
I have it on. Oh wait. Bounce was nothing to sneeze at. I'm sure people out there caught. Yeah, pretty good bounce. Ugh.
How much?
50 quintillion. Yeah. If I remember back in. Oh.
You
Yeah, well, you said to run back into it.
So you ran back and
Oh no, it came up with it. Yeah, bud. You haven't had any yet? Okay, I'm coming. Okay. 15 until the market opens. Not good for picking a direction. Yeah. Options. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just saying I was looking at possible plays last night, and this Zoom option was one of them, but that was assuming the price was up in near the 70s. Obviously, it's not the case. Gotta keep getting out and back in. log into our trader, we have 2 places to enter login. Are they the same login as do? No, so and here, I'm pulling it up. So you want it to look like this. See it? So the top one you want to log into, and then here where it says market data, click that. So see how it's on? You want it to be off. Then just hit OK. This little box will pop up. So just orders on is the one that you want for our Trader Pro. Because if you have market data on, it's not going to be able to provide data for Quantower. Yep. Same thing Froggo said. Quantower, there's a bar that goes across the top of your screen. And on the right side, you'll see a section that says Rhythmic. You click on that, and this will pop up. On here, you have to find the one that says Rhythmic. I think it'll just pop up naturally. But then this should be your login details. It's the same details. I'll just show you real quick. It's the same details that you put in for everything else. And then put Apex Chicago area. Then connect. And it does take a while to connect. That's kind of the one annoying part of it. There you go. Noticed that. Yes, let me see. No, what's the? Was it like that yesterday when I was trading? Was I in the way? I just have to keep an eye on it. Right. I mean, it shouldn't be. Keeps failing and disconnecting. And you're putting in the Apex information that you got from the dashboard on Apex. When you log in on the dashboard, it'll be on the right-hand side, like halfway down. Did it let you log into our Trader Pro? Just without the market data? All right, so you're in our Trader Pro, so the stuff works. And that's the only thing in Quantower you have to do is you go up to where it says Rhythmic on that very top bar on the right side. It should be next to where it says DX feed. Just make sure you have the right login details and make sure it says Apex Chicago area. Not the paper trading, just regular. Because I think they changed that. Because it used to be you had to use the paper trading one, but they changed it to the regular Chicago one. We got about 5 minutes. Is the R Trader and Quantower login the same? It should be. Yeah, it should be. Everything should be that same login that you grabbed from Apex's site. So when you log in to Apex's site, on the right side, you have this. It says Rhythmic account, and you should have your info right here. That's what you use to log into R Trader Pro and Quantower. Alan, what's going on? As far as news, I don't think there's much news going on. I think we have something at 10 o'clock, which is existing home sales, and then there's a FOMC meeting at 2. That's what I see on the calendar. Yeah, bub. It's billion, trillion, that. So you went to the next, like, that's what mine. Billions. Billion, billion, trillion.
Thank you.
Just curious how it keeps going. It is quadrillion, right? So I was wrong. I don't know where I got quintillion.
I mean,
Is that
well, we
maybe
can
that?
do it.
Let's see. So it goes million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, then quintillion. So quintillion's after quadrillion. And then sextillion. Then septillion. I guess that's the one that they have in there. Quadatord? Quadatordicillin? I've never even heard of these words. And then centillion. And then googolplex. Yeah, that one's pretty good. It's crazy.
Like several.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know any of these in the middle here. And I thought quintillion for some reason came before. I didn't even know quadrillion was a thing.
I knew quadrillion.
Need to go back to school apparently. All right, come on, because I gotta. Work's about to start for me. Hey, did you find Wiggy in?
I fell asleep. I waited.
Playing it. Ask for him. Wasn't in your bed. I thought maybe you were playing on. What are you? Cross.
He get.
Oh, we have. Where was it?
Well,
he's getting so big. Here. Okay. Okay. The market didn't like going under 16,000 there. There's no reason it shouldn't log into Quantower. Are you in Discord? If you're in Discord, you could screen share with me and I could try to help you. It was probably just something small. While I'm waiting for this to pick up, let's see what this came to. See, this is dropping now too. Yeah, look at how much the max loss went down because it's so close to the price. Yeah, I'll look at that in a sec. I'd rather focus on the open here. Ooh. Like Froggo found a better calendar than the one I was using. It's like they break it down a little bit better. How far away? Let's say red to green's way up there. That first move I don't mind grabbing, but now I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm actually surprised we rebounded this fast. I thought we were gonna keep going down for a second there. I'm not going to mess with it while it's just chilling here in the morning or in the middle. Wouldn't that be crazy if this thing just goes all the way back to green today? I would just be astounded. Feel like something's super fishy. It already feels super fishy overall anyway. Just feels like it's trying to go higher. SPY is actually moving lower. Is this on a delay? No, it's not. Is the SPY just that? It's not really moving that fast. Yeah, definitely not that big of a gap down on the SPY. Not like, I mean, it is a gap down, but not anything that crazy. Like no way that makes sense. It has to be an earnings thing and it's not calculating it. It says December 14th. I'm gonna assume that's wrong. December 7th. It's actually still six. There's some volume here. Interesting. It's not showing right. 30, 20. Oh, because I have a little bit of on. That's not right either. Oh, no, it's right. It's just, it's fluctuating. Assuming because, yeah, it's a big spread. It was a lot higher there for a second. But it's trying to log in for the last 5-10 minutes. It's still not logged in. 5 to 10 minutes? That's all. Shouldn't take that long. It does sometimes take like 30-45 seconds. Just try closing out of Quantower altogether and getting back in. I mean, if it's at least not telling you got the wrong credentials, so that's a step in the right direction. Just try closing it out and reopening it and then logging back in. Once you log in the first time, you should be good to go. I kind of want to wait to do this until tomorrow as far as getting a possible SPY option towards the end of the year, just because of Nvidia's earnings. But if Nvidia has not so great earnings, it could be beneficial to just get in today, because Nvidia is holding up there. I mean, it's crazy to think that with earnings, Nvidia could be over 600. I mean, it really could be. That's crazy. What a move. Just chopping here. I think that they're still trying to figure out which way they want to go. Where's the all-time high up there? We're 67, 60. Wait, it doesn't. They're not letting me. Yeah. Yeah, I got there with that. Do you need my help opening it, or can you do it? I'm just making sure. Well, that's all we got. I think Nona's got some. Really wanted more. Oh. So what kind of videos do you guys think I should make in order to maybe grow the channel a little bit? Like really kind of leaning towards doing more of the option stuff. I mean, the futures thing I think is around for now because of these prop firms, but I don't think long term they're going to work out. Just my personal opinion. Where options with equities will be around forever. Plus, I can actually start building a portfolio, trying to with options. I think that's just the better way to go. I do want to keep day trading these prop firms until they basically make a stop. I do think I can get a cash out. It's just a matter of staying sane with it. All right, coming down. I was gonna say, that was a little laggy. I was like, if F gives me a horrible fill way up arrow, I'm gonna be pretty pissed, but it actually filled me, right? I do think we're gonna move lower here. I think this is just them trying to save their positions. You see it all the time. They'll buy, and then if they're caught up in here, they'll just keep lowering their average down until they can get out, and then that's usually when it'll dump. It just feels like it wants to at least come down and retest the lows here. It's just a matter of whichever algo is really in control. Or I could be completely wrong, and they were just grabbing some liquidity under here with everyone thinking it was going to go lower. But just based off of watching this price action, it just feels heavy. It just feels like they're not really trying to get this to go higher. It's been my read on it so far. Short and distort. Did that work, SM? Did you get in? The real question is, how crazy does it want to get? Does it want to fly through the lows? Does it want to test them and bounce and then kind of settle there and then try lower? That's the thing you never know with these algos and stuff. Is one that far behind where they're going to jump ship and it just creates a crazy reaction? It's just, you never know. I definitely maybe could have got a trade there. I could feel it kind of stopping there. I mean, you could see it. It was really struggling to get towards the actual lows. Could have been a quick scalp there. But trading that close to the low, you really are setting yourself up for failure. I can't believe I still have phlegm. I mean, it's been like a month. This is a little ridiculous. One of those trades, I guess on this slippage one, I must have got a better fill on the exit. Because I'm only supposed, with 10 ticks, I'm supposed to make 50 per trade, but somehow I got 60 instead of 50 on this trade. There's probably something to do with it, the lag there. Decent little pop back up there. See what they do with it. We just come right back to the lows. That's obviously not good for, we'll definitely be moving lower then. But as of right now, we got a higher low. Nice little pop up there. Right into that same previous area of resistance that was support. It can get back up through there. Might be on to something, but I have no trade here. I'm actually going to go look at these real quick. What was I saying? 460. Oh, I couldn't figure it out. It wouldn't let me go back any further for some reason. It's like stopping me at January. It's not letting me look at the chart. So, let's see if it... 474. Right at the end of 2021. 75. Sell, call. Let's do end of the year. Which one is the Friday? The 29th and the 22nd. All right. Let's go before Christmas just because far up with 70. It's really not too much going on up here. $70 by 475. What's that look like? Not great. 66 by 71 would have been good, but oops. It's a little better. Not really what I was hoping for. Six. What is that? So that's 5, like 20%, a little over, under. Ideally, I'm looking for like 30%, but it's looking like I'd have to get a little closer than I want to be. 460 area. I think the one I had priced out was like this one, this 462. But I said 467. Here, let's do 463. Yeah, see that's a little better. It's like 25%, a little over 25%. 463. Everyone thinks the Santa Claus rally is real. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on this. So right now we're at 25%. Let's focus on actual trading for now. But we're just chilling in the middle of this line, so there's really not much we can do. The Middle East conflict is escalating quickly this week. Statistically, the Santa Claus rally is real. Yeah, I mean, you just saw what I was looking at on the chart. I mean, let's go back. I'm just curious. Let's see. Here's the end of 2020. Right there. So we had that pullback in end of October. So start of November, into the end of the year. Then this year, or 2021 was just straight up. But again, decent pullback. End of September going into October. And then we ran to the end of the year. Pretty pullback year. But we had this huge run from, 2022 was just a down year. Then from June until the end of July was a pretty big run. And we had the pullback, and again, end of October. We'll see what we do at the end here. Let's go back. What was 2019? That was COVID, though. It was COVID. But right before COVID, we did run up through the end of the year. 18. 18, we actually finished going downwards. That's the last time that happened. 17 up, obviously 16. Let's see. See these, all this looks like such a minute move at this point. Yeah, looks like we were going up at the end of 16. 15? 15, it looks like we're kind of heading down. Looks like we tried to go up, but then we started to go down. That'll be interesting. We'll see. I love how it says keep me logged in for 30 days, but then it doesn't. Keep this in here. 63. 8. Come on. Okay. Right back. Oh, that was a failed attempt higher, huh? Just for now. Am I that one person? What do you mean? Santa Claus rally is around December 22nd or something like that. Into the new year. I'm probably. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. I always thought it was just like the whole end of the year. At least that's kind of how everyone makes it sound. So this is one where, like, yes, it's a big candle, but it's a big candle right into the lows. And if that were to break through, there's going to be a big shove down. I'd be more interested in that than this candle. Because, yeah, if you get it and it bounces, great. But if it doesn't bounce and you start it here, and you're setting yourself up for failure. I've done that way too many times in the past. Existing home sales just hit. Oh, is it 10? Oh, yeah, you're right. On a more than 13-year low. I don't even know what that means, to be completely honest. So it's a 13-year low on people buying houses. Is that what we're talking about here? Like what's the report actually like? What are they getting across? Yeah, like watch. I feel like we're gonna get a pretty big push down here. The exchange of existing non-new homes. Okay. Well, weren't they saying that that's not that big of a deal because a lot of people, well, it's a sign that people are struggling because the people that own homes aren't selling because they can't afford to buy a new home. Like, I'm pretty sure that's kind of what they were getting to. Like, they were saying that most people that own their homes outright aren't moving because they can't. So you have a lot of people that aren't helping the economy move forward by purchasing new homes and selling their old homes, which would then create a mortgage on a house that didn't have a mortgage, as well as create another mortgage on the new house. But instead, you just have people sitting in houses that are paid for because they can't afford to move or want to move for that matter. But that's a whole different story. Pretty nice bounce. Maybe we might have collected some liquidity, but I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't feel like we're in a day so far where we want to go higher. It would be quite the recovery. Well, right. It is all about the debt cycle. Need to take on more debt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you have a house that someone's living in, the people in that house, if they were to move, they would create two mortgages. A new one for themselves, as well as whoever buys their home that they're in now when they take a mortgage out for that home. So it went from 0 mortgages to 2 mortgages just by them moving. Now you do that a million times. It's crazy. You know, you're stimulating the economy. Well, and that's the other thing. Jason, you make a very good point. Like, when we bought our house, we got in at 2.4%. Why would I want to go out and look for a house? Like say I needed an even bigger house for whatever reason. Why would I go out looking for a bigger house where not only would I be paying more for the cost, but now you're telling me in 30 years, over the course of the mortgage, I'd be paying twice as much. More than twice as much. Aren't they higher? What are the current rates? They're higher than 5, aren't they? Yeah, they're 8.3. Are you fucking kidding me? That's over 3 times the amount that I paid when we bought this house. So if I took, think about that. If we took that same house mortgage now, we wouldn't, there's not a chance. We wouldn't have been able to afford this if it was like 5%. With your credit, I'm sure we can work out 7%, give you a call. Not yet. That 9%, that is insane. I mean, granted, everyone that's buying a house now has the thought in their head that they're going to refinance when the rates come down. But what if they don't come down anytime soon? I mean, that's insane. Imagine negotiating to get it down to 7. I mean, but that's where we're at. Even the 15-year fixed is only 7.1. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's 3 times what I paid. And that we've only been here for 2 years. That was 2 years ago. 2.5 years. That's absolutely insane. And they wonder why no one's buying new houses. Like people just can't afford the shit. I remember seeing the math. It's like, think about that. That's like taking a $200,000 house, like a starter home, and essentially telling someone now that $200,000 house is $600,000, equivalent to $600,000 because of the rates. Get the fuck out of here. I can't believe, like, we still have our rental house, but it's like what they're saying it's worth now, one, is ridiculous versus what we paid for it. But then on top of that, like, trying to sell that at that price with the interest, it makes zero sense for anyone to buy that house. It's like looking at Nvidia or Apple right now. Like, they're just at these highs. Like, who wants to buy willingly at these prices? Nobody wants to buy when it's these prices. So it's like, and eventually people that are dumb and they stop buying houses at stupid prices, that's when everything will start to fix itself. Morning, Steve. Doing all right. Not much, man. Just watching the market. Looking for some trades. Three so far. They all worked right away. Yeah. Sitting at 51,067. You should come in here and be like, why are you talking shit about me? Correct. Yes, that is what happens. Yeah, I don't know. Right. Yeah, I don't know exactly how they factor it in, but I do know that the commissions do come off of that. But I mean, if he's never getting up that high to begin with, like if in the trade he's only, say, making $10 but paying the $2 in commission, like it's you're only going to lose that $2. Like, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Now, if he's going up like well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right, because now you're talking 15 plus 2. So, yeah. Yeah. I think he knows. He's a smart cookie. Yeah, today looks like a down day, but we're just chopping at the moment. New home sellers are supposedly buying rates down for buyers. Even at that, you can't imagine it. Yeah, I remember reading about that. What's that? 15s, 992 at the moment. Below a 975 area. Chat GPT says the monthly mortgage payment for a 200,000 loan at 2.5 over 30 years is approximately 790. Yeah, look at that. It's insane. That's double. Absolutely insane. After Jerome takes their job, then they realize the mistake. The new job pays less. People will never learn to stop chasing him. With what? Oh, no, I've still been actively looking and just haven't seen anything that it's caught my eye. I did have one thing. I'm actually talking to somebody about it, but it's not there hasn't been any further discussion. I'm not. Just watching what's going on. Listening to your blinkers. Real estate investors are not profitable at this market. Fix and flip rates are crazy. Money lenders are charging double now. I'm in this real estate group and people stop buying commercial and residential. Well, didn't commercial took a huge hit, didn't they? Like there's a lot of big investors that have been getting shat on because they went like full on commercial. Residential I heard has been fine, but commercial I heard has been getting whacked. What, did you ask me something? I didn't hear you. Oh, gotcha. It's like I'm wearing my sunglasses because it's like pressing on my ear funny, but I think it's just the way I have my headphones. All right. Actually, I was going to come up there in a little bit. Thomas had a question for me. So maybe I'll see you up there. Yeah. We got hit pretty hard. We own gas station business and it's killing us. Well, that's a little different than what I was saying. Commercial is Waked because of remote workers? Well, yeah, that was the big thing when COVID hit. No one was renting out commercial space anymore. That's true. The people do buy the dumbest depreciating asset they could find, cars. The world literally sold out of cars. It was very interesting. But that was just because of the supply. We didn't have any supply because no one was working during COVID. Nice, Yushan. Are you part of like one of the bigger brands? Or is it like one of the mom and pop type shops? Because even the mom and pop type shops, I see that they usually go with one of the bigger brands for their the gas part of it. I've always been curious how that works. Like, do you pay that gas company to essentially run that side of the business, and do you even make money off of that? I always thought gas was more of a to get them to stop to come in and shop kind of thing. Office buildings are dying out. They're turning office buildings into apartments now. Yeah. Nice little dip under the lows here. I'm obviously looking for the much bigger move. Be a lot easier to just short today, it looks like. Turning commercial buildings into apartments would be pretty cool. It would solve a lot of issues, especially like in cities. Like, I don't know, I would assume places like New York, they might be struggling with something like this. They probably have a lot of commercial space open. You start turning that into like apartments, that would be huge. They'd probably make more money off of it too. Like, think of one commercial space, what they were getting for it. If you could turn that into how many apartments, especially in New York, where having literal like studio apartments is like a normal thing. Just have like the industrial style studio apartments and go from making say like 10,000 for a space to like 20,000. Just split it up into like 20 rooms, just charge 1,000 a piece. Which in New York, obviously that's probably 2,000, so you probably make even more than that. This might be under 100 now. Let's see. Oh no, it's updated. It's still 106. I guess it's so far out, it probably would need a lot more fluctuation. Actually, not a lot of volume on these. I would have thought there'd be more volume on them. Ooh. Shit. I tried to cancel it. I was looking for the immediate reject there. Gonna jump out of that. It's not the trade I was looking for. I think it might have worked. I don't remember exactly where my order was, but oh well, yeah, now it definitely would have worked. That's one thing moving forward I'm just not gonna mess with. If it hovers somewhere, I'm out. Like, the whole point is I'm trying to be right then and there. So if it hovers, then I don't want it. I was looking for the reject of all, like, this was all support. I was looking for it to come back up and use that as resistance, which it still might, but I wasn't expecting it to go through like that. That was not the trade I was looking for. 5 cents per gallon profit. That's huge. That's a lot, actually. How many gallons can you fit in the tanks? So like every time you get filled up, how much profit is that? I guess just how many gallons can you put in the ground? This is not a hell of a move, man. You want to see a hell of a move, go back and look at the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks have been a hell of a move. Wait, I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? I should not be in a position right now. Be careful here if you're trying to long. This feels like one of them ones where we might not get a bounce. Already, this is exactly how they felt in the past when I was trying to average in. Just be quick with it. I wanted more out of that. Again, looking for the big candles. The big candles are what I like. Five minute. Yeah, I mean, it looks like that on the 1 minute too. Love me some big sticks. I mean, this day's been coming. I'm actually, this is what I'm saying. I'm very curious to what Nvidia does. I don't think it would impact the SPY that much, but I do think it'll impact the SPY a little bit. I was actually saying yesterday that I think Nvidia, if it has bad earnings, could have sparked this out of the SPY for tomorrow. Again, not messing with it. Would have got filled, but it went right to my order and rejected. Not playing that game. We would have got back up the previous candle. I would have looked a short. I was looking for a bit more. But now I don't like it. It would have had to happen fast. I got 920 as a big line off the daily. I didn't have anything at 940. Not saying you're wrong. I remember drawing these lines.
Asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain.
Not feeling too too great about this. I was hoping to at least just get a little pop up there, but that one like didn't even make the noise. That was weird. That noise it usually makes when it fills you. Should have just shorted. Been a lot easier, huh? What's a FVG? Fair value gap. Gotcha. Is that I forget? I always forget that ICT strategy. What was it? The silver bullets, silver bullet. A pretty crazy move. Not really looking to get too much more here. It works sometime. Yeah, it does. Definitely not looking to let this go back through the lows, that's for sure. Either kind of works here or we're going to be out. I was really just trying to get back to flat. Would have been all I'm not really trying to be greedy here. Be nice to just get that big candle back up. On. As Alpine says, that Nutty says, rip it! Or rip it the other way. Get some beer. Got beer in the fridge. Come on over. Ooh. Really thought we had a shot to squeeze up there. But now it does not feel like it wants to. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Maybe, maybe. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Keeps getting shoved down. Middle line caught up to it. It's not good. Feel like this is going to be probably our last chance here to make it a reversal type bottom here. Now we're starting to flatten too much, which means sellers are still in control. They're holding it from going higher. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Do it. Do it. Get above that candle and just go. It's either going to go or it's going to be a fake out. Go. Go. All right. It's getting out there. Like I said, I wasn't really trying to be greedy with it. Looks like it might have worked. That easily could have shot straight back down and been a fake out. Oh, there it was. That's what I was looking for. That pop. That's what I was looking for, but we just weren't getting it. And I thought we were going to get that pop to the downside. That's what, whatever that was, that's what they were looking for. They literally put that price all the way up there just to get whatever that was. It's funny. Seeing that happen in real time, it's just that, but that's what I was hoping to be part of that. Where you get that pop into that, but oh well. There's a lot of volume there. If you look at the volume candle on that, that's pretty cool. I'm happy with it coming back up like that. Yeah, I could have got the $50 there. I think we ended up taking a loss on those. Let's see. Oh, of course, I'm not gonna be able to differentiate these. It's this one, 15,936, 15,935. So we took a 1.5 loss on that one. So not a big deal. It's a good exit. Could have got the fill, but pretty happy with. I could have very easily have started doing this again without that pop. It felt like that's what it was gonna do. I am probably going to put an options play on tomorrow. I'm not going to do it today because I'm going to wait for NVIDIA. I mean, unless I find something on a ticker itself, which I haven't really been seeing anything I'm that interested in. This Foot Locker one keeps popping up. Let me take a look at it. Earnings. Oh, that's why. It's not accounting for the earnings. All right, so you guys can't see it, but it says earnings for Foot Locker's November 29th. Not going to be messing with that. That's why it keeps popping up. This scanner, which I like everything about it, but for some reason it has issues looking at the earnings. Google. $130. Let's see. Put and the 130 strike. We're at 136. See, I don't like any. I don't really want to do puts right now because if you look at like any chart, look at. I mean, every chart is just up right now. Right? Like, look, we're up near the range. So, like, where was that 130? Which is, like, right around. It's not even half of a pullback of this last move. I just feel that that's very possible for almost any chart right now. Like just to show you what I'm talking about. Like everything's towards the top of its range. So what was it saying? 130? That's right here. I mean, that's not that far away. If anything, I need to try to find some like covered call type situations. It's trying to base here. So that's good. Look at that. Right off that 920 line. What were you saying about 940? You can go back and look at them lines, sir. I mean, just to show you where I got it from is not anything special. I'm sure it was fairly easy. This is the daily, right? Why are the lines not extended? Oh. It was from here. And you can see it. Look at all these touches here. That's where that was definitely from. I don't know why it's not extended. I'm not claiming to be a guru. This is just straight up support resistance right off the daily. That's what these thick lines, they come off the daily. If you see the thinner lines, they're from intraday somewhere. I usually don't even keep these on here every day, but I haven't necessarily been giving a lot of extra thought to trading futures at the moment. I've been more focused on my approach for options moving forward. I'm just gonna do this. My edge right now with futures, I don't see an edge in like technicals. I don't, because you get moves like this, right? If you use this line, well, like what I was doing, I mean, look at this. There's no pullback, and you're caught in this, and you're screwed if this moves lower now, right? That's a huge loss. But if I can read the price action, which I feel like I'm pretty good at, and I just take these scalps, even on these moves, as long as I'm in and out, I'm fine. And that was the other thing, like moving forward, is I'm going to try to trade each entry individually, so no scaling. So we get this, I mean, which is what you just saw me do. You got this move, and I didn't get my scalp there, right? But it kept moving down, and I took 2 more scalps. Now those are for 10 ticks each. So in theory, if I wanted to, I could take this trade for 20 less ticks and break even overall on this group of trades. But if I can get anywhere back towards break even, I still made on these 2 and just broke even on this one, or took a small loss in this case. So it's just that I feel like it's just a better way to look at it, because then at the same time, I'm also not creating too much size in one position. Like if I just scale into this 111 or 112, now I have 4 contracts expecting a bounce. Sure, I could make more money if it works, but since we've already discussed that technicals and normal things that we're working on stocks typically don't really apply to futures. Like this could literally just go straight down at this intensity for a long time. We saw it do it the other way, straight up, and that was actually how we blew most of our accounts. Now, would this type of trading saved us those other days? I don't know. That's hindsight, but we would definitely have had a better chance of lasting. That's for sure. All right. Let me go try to help Thomas real quick. What up, boys? Hola, ¿cómo está? Not much. What you got for me? All right. So, just for pretense, I don't have DOS available to me, so I'm just going to be essentially going off of memory and whatnot. Usually I like to fiddle around with it, but worst case scenario, we'll figure it out. Yeah, true. And you're trying to get right into the trade. Hmm. Can you send me the script and DM real quick? I just want to see what it looks like. So it looks like it is a market order. I'm wondering, right? I'm that is it. So when it hangs up, is it sitting at that limit price? Because to me, it sounds like it could be a DOS thing, not that's odd because it shouldn't be a limit order. Like I see what you're saying, how it could be a limit order, like the montage is overriding it, but the right. My I was to say my theory on this is just like when you double click, like so if you're are you looking at the script with me? So what the script is doing, it says stop price equals price, and then the price is equal to the price minus the bid. So it's taking your double click and it's taking that price, it's subtracting the bid, and then it's giving you the shares, which is 100 divided by that price. So that's how it's determining your risk and giving you the shares. But once that is in the montage now, the next thing the script is saying is route smart M. So this, when you hit that button, it's taking the calculation based off of your double click, but then the immediate thing it does after that before executing its order is changing it to a market order. So what I'm trying to say is there's really no way for you to test it, I guess, to get it to hang up. But what I would do is moving forward, if it gets hung up again, immediately look at your montage and see what type of orders in there. Does it say Smart M or Smart L? Or you could even look at like the where your order screen is, because the order pops up, and just make sure it says Smart M, Smart L, etc. in there. And when it hangs, you could look in there and see what kind of order it is. It should say it in the order screen, and if it doesn't, you can add that, like the route. I think it is what you would just have to add. But you could also just take a quick look at the montage as well, because whatever's in there is what it used. Like it's basically whatever was last used that should still be in there. But what I'm getting at is that way you can determine, is it actually putting a limit order out? But that'll solve your thought of if it's hanging because it's a limit order because it's overriding in the montage. But I don't think that's the case. That it sounds like DOS is just hanging up for some reason, like it's almost like it was lagging, especially since it doesn't happen all the time. Uh, yeah, that's frustrating. Here's another question, just out of curiosity: what times of the day has it been happening? Do you think? Were they all at the bell? I don't know. That's definitely odd. Yeah. Right, right. Well, that was going to be my other thing, was say you could record, but then you're essentially recording every day, all the time, just for that, waiting for it to happen again. But when it finally did happen, you'd have it. I mean, you could reach out to DOS. I mean, it can't hurt to see what they say about it. Um, but I just have a feeling they're going to say the same thing. And and I don't know why it would be that, because you're on Ethernet, so that shouldn't be an issue. It's just weird that it has only happened like a couple handfuls of times, but at the same time, like it shouldn't happen at all, obviously, because like you said, it costs you money. Well, right, yeah. Depending on the spread that you're playing. Yeah, which that would have been my solution as well, or my thought, had it been already a limit order, but it's saying it's a market order. Like I don't think change, like if you think about it, if you change it in the script to say route equals smart L plus or minus 5, 10 cents or whatever you want it to be, it's going to be the same script. It's just, yeah. So that really, in hindsight, shouldn't affect anything. Yeah, yeah. You can only have that via a hotkey hot button, which is kind of weird. That would be kind of cool, where you could have a button on, not even a button, but like in the general montage, where you could set like limit and then like have a box next to it for like -5 cents or like plus -5 cents. So that way you could hit the button, and if for some reason it drops or flies like instantly, you won't be hitting market and getting some crap fill. You would essentially hit. I mean, you still might, because if it moves that fast, then it's gonna go based off when you hit it. So if it already dropped, because I mean, the whole point of using a limit order like that is to prevent slippage. But in reality, if you're clicking and the move happens like as you're clicking, like you're still gonna click when the price already moved, so you're still gonna get fucked. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was in your shoes, I would still reach out to DOS just to see what they say, get a second opinion. And then I do think recording is probably a good idea, because then you could definitely see it. But even in the moment, you could just try, like I said, have the order screen set up so you can look at the order screen, and then as well as the montage. Like those two should both say the type of order that it is. So that'd be my plan moving forward. It's gonna go. Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's what it's supposed to do. That's why I'm saying I think it's something on the execution side of things. Now, whether it's DOS, your internet, like whatever it is, I have no idea. But that's what at first my first attempt at a conclusion would be that. The solution, on the other hand, I have no idea, because if it is that, then I have no way of being able to help you. That's either DOS or your internet, and that's probably what they're gonna say, is it's probably your internet, which makes no sense because you're on gig, right? Yeah. 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 Uh, yeah. Sorry I couldn't help you more, but hopefully I at least steered you in the right direction. All right. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I can't complain. I've been a little bit more clear headed, and just I'm not trying to fight things anymore. So I need to just realize that even though these prop firms are prop firms, like I need to be willing to take losses. If you can't, you're never gonna win 100%, obviously. And I was trying to act like I could, and obviously that's not gonna happen. But that's it. Yeah, yeah. It took a couple months. It's hard, man. When it's $17, you know, I was risking $1,000 all the time, and it's like, oh, I can try to make $2,000 risking only 17. Like, I'll take that every day. But can't be 100% with it. All right, man. I'll talk to you. Yeah, keep me updated. I'm curious. All right, man. See you. Oh, we broke that trend line. Got a nice little pop out of it. Go get another drink. I'll be right back. Pretty excited. I'm gonna eat ice cream for lunch today. Need to actually. Should have got more milk. Actually, I might run to the store because I need some buttermilk too. I'll do that later. Well, definitely looking like a red day at the moment. The question is, where are we going? If we recover and go green today, I mean, the word astounded would come to mind. Alright, dealing with the kiddo. At least worked my trailing stop up about 50 bucks. Yeah, some of the people that panhandle, they make some money. Let me just say, there's this one fat guy that panhandles. He ain't getting skinnier. He's been there for a couple years. Alpine only made 135. Is he live? Usually he goes live around this time. Yeah. When they launched the Discord for Apex, he went from like 110 viewers or so to like 250, 300 like overnight. No, I think it was just because people saw that he was labeled one of the creators. What are you talking about 100 and something? He's up like 5 grand via all the accounts. Like he's actually doing well. Who said that? Was that you, Frogo? I said that. I know, Zishan. Zishan, he's up a lot more. If you click on the stream, you can see on the left side. He's actually having a pretty good day. Yeah, ask him about that one PA.
We might be making a new leg down. Yeah, you could trade 10 as you could do 10 at a time as many times as you want. Again, that little extra chase is what. Oh man. The top of the candle doesn't have a follow through, and it's what I've been noticing. I've been doing a lot lately. Such an easy trade if you're just patient. Yeah, 1P is down.
It's actually interesting because when the Discord first opened up, it was there was a lot less people in there.
Alright, so that's that. I think I'm gonna be done with these accounts. I got 2 more to trade. These are the balances, so you guys could see. So So these accounts, how many do I have left? One, two. So the bottom 3 accounts, that's how much drawdown I have left. So I have 815, 1,000, and 1,100 on these 3, and then the rest are still $2,500.
Looks like we're gonna try to make a leg up if we can break this area. Slide. I'm gonna zoom out and maybe draw a bigger line. Apex is scalp trader? What do you mean? Well, yeah, I mean, he's essentially talking in the same as I do, where you look for the bigger move, especially if you're looking for a reversal. It's just it's not going to work out. Not on futures. Because you can get these big moves and then they just go sideways and then continue. You can't expect a pullback all the time out of these. Like, I mean, it's 11:30 almost, and we still haven't picked a direction based off of that last move. We're literally just in a sideways channel right now. $15 or 20-second charts, I don't think it would change anything for me personally. The size of the candle is nice to see. And I don't, honestly, if anything, I think it would hurt me because the size of the candles might not be as big in some cases on 15 to 20 minute or seconds. But I don't think it would matter that much to me because I'm more so trying to read the price action, like when it's essentially done moving in one direction. That's what I'm looking for. And then I'm just looking for the bounce back. That's it. So whether it's on a 1 minute or, I mean, I could do what I do on a 5 minute probably. Because I would just have to be way more attentive because I'd have to be watching the price action at all times. Where with the 1 minute candles, I can kind of gauge how big the move was based off of previous candles. Yeah. You're gonna end up hurting yourself again. Yeah, but breaking a 1 minute candle into 3 smaller candles. I mean, I see what you're saying, because if it is a fast move, you'd see it more clearly. Try it and see what 30 seconds looks like. If I can figure out how to make money trading, he's definitely the one that would be most interested. The other one's more sports. Well, we broke that upper resistance line. Then we went right to the trend line. Got to move down here. Yeah, market's pretty crap at the moment. I mean, it's obvious. It's Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving week. I'm actually not too upset with the day we've had. Like to obviously do a little bit better. But I'm not gonna force anything. And they're still trading. Trust me. The markets are still moving up and down. They just might not be as heavy. Not pressing the gas as much. Would be interesting if we can wedge down into this. Pretty clear line we got going on here. Funny though, when you're zoomed in like this, it just looks straight sideways. Yeah, volume's definitely died down, like a lot. Up move here.
Two stages to get a payout.
Seeing some of these people talk about how much they've lost, it's crazy. Wish I had that kind of money laying around to lose. Whether they had it to lose or not is a different story.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules.
In the slower time frame, you can see how accurately you took your trades to the left.
This path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you. Oh,
I mean, I'd say I'm pretty accurate. In this one, I probably shouldn't have jumped into. Because even as it was happening, it didn't necessarily feel right. I was looking for the big push, and we didn't quite get it. But after that, these were pretty good. And then we just, this original one is what we waited for over here. I think I'm gonna go until we break the trend line or the support, and then I'm probably I might actually go start making my lunch now, eating ice cream. I kind of ate bad yesterday, so I need to make up for it today. So I'm just gonna go a little low calorie today with ice cream. Makes sense, right? Plans for Thanksgiving? We're hosting. I'm actually cooking the turkey this year. Well, we're actually gonna have 2 turkeys. Me and my dad are gonna kind of have a turkey cook-off. No one ever eats the turkey at Thanksgiving, and I'm not blaming my dad, but it's always kind of dry and like it's just we'd all rather eat the ham and like the other sides and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try making a turkey this year. I was originally gonna smoke it, but I decided against it because almost everyone except for me wanted to do that. So I came up with a way that I'm gonna do the night before, where I basically cut the turkey up and cook it in individual pieces. Like everything will be separate: breast, thighs, legs, all that. Now I'm gonna make a stock with the carcass and all the inners. And yeah, gonna try it out and see what happens. See if people will actually eat the turkey. It was free as well. BJ's was running a thing where if you spent over 150 bucks in one go around, which I do every week when we go there for groceries, it's a pretty big drop. What kind of fill was that? See that? It put the order out down here, but then filled me up there. This could be an oof. 10 ticks look so far away on this chart. I actually had to look up and see if it still said 10 ticks. Oh yeah, I don't like this. Take it. But yeah, so this year is more of kind of a test because you spend 150 bucks at BJ's during like a certain week. You could come back and they offer you a free turkey, and it was like a 20-pound turkey. Insane. So turkey is really good like leftover, like when you mix it with stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy, and Like when you do it that way. But I'm definitely not going to complain about turkey. I do like turkey just in the right way. But his turkey, it was always just like, I'm not saying it was dry, but it was dry. And so no one would ever eat it. So my goal is to make a turkey, and if people eat it, then I have no problem doing it because it shouldn't take very long to do. What a drop into a big recovery right back up to the trend line. Interesting. Can I withdraw my gains? No. So the futures accounts, these are prop accounts. So the one I'm on is an evaluation account. So you start with 50,000, you have to get to 53,000 on the account. When you get to 53,000, they offer you the option to go into a funded account, which would have a PA in front of the where it says Apex. Now, when you're on the funded account, you start at 50,000 again, and you have to get back to 52,600. And if you get to that, then you can start withdrawing money. Favorite Thanksgiving food? It's a good question. Also, just to finish up on the plans for Thanksgiving, like I said, we're hosting. And then we also play football out back. That's like our big thing. We play football, then watch football and eat. Favorite Thanksgiving food? That's a good one. I'm going to have to go with either the oyster stuffing or oyster stew. Those are so good. And then just kind of making like a little like oyster stuffing with some turkey, some gravy. Yeah. Definitely one of those things. Don't like it, fuck the prop firms and open your own account. So the problem with opening your own account is if you don't have risk management skills, shit can get hairy pretty quick. And then you don't lose just a $17 evaluation account. You lose $2,000 plus of your own money. Yeah, what is all of your favorite foods? I see ham by AN. Tom says cheesy mashed potatoes. Have you ever heard of funeral potatoes? My mom makes those every once in a while, and they're really good. Hell yeah, cheesy taters are the shit. Canned cranberry. Are you being serious? I don't like cranberry in general, but a lot of people obsess over this stuff. Corn, yeah, corn. You can't go wrong with corn. One of my favorite things growing up was literally just mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy. Mix those three together. Then I found out, like when KFC started doing them bowls, they would do that, literally mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy, and they would just put popcorn chicken in there. Oh my god, so good. Just straight jelly, not the chunky ones. Yeah, like where you take the can and you like gotta go like this, and then it like suction cups its way out. Yeah, we have that. We always buy one and just put it on a plate for the people that want it. Straight jelly, baby. Oh, trying to break this trend line. That was quite the recovery there. I also noticed on the 20-second chart, I wonder how close that got to the Keltners on the 1 minute. So. Yeah, see, it didn't even really come close. But the candle looks the same too. I think I'll stick to the 1 minute for now. What about Christmas? What's your favorite? Me, free gift babies. Oh, you get gifts for the baby? Yeah. It was funny. I was actually just looking for something for the kids. My oldest, he's getting big enough, and his request this year for Christmas was a gaming chair. Because he sees all the kids in his YouTube videos that he watches, they got gaming chairs. Surprised he didn't ask for PS5. He doesn't know about that. He's got a Nintendo Switch. He's not old enough for the consoles yet. He doesn't even really play that. He's more of a PC gamer, which is because of me. So Tom, are you still in here? The laptop I actually bought from Tom as a laptop I can bring, like if I travel anywhere, I can bring it with me to trade. I gave that to him because it's essentially a gaming computer, or laptop, I should say, a gaming laptop, and he's been using that, and he loves it. Plays Minecraft, Roblox, he plays all the typical games. What's up, Tom? I was just saying, that laptop is definitely getting its use. The one thing I don't like about that laptop, the only thing, is just how loud it gets when the fans kick in, but it works great. Just gets a little loud. All right, we broke this trend line. We no longer can extend this trend line to where it would make sense. Maybe. Let's see. Can't use that one because it broke there. So if we went from here, oops. Yeah, I mean, in theory, we could use the top of that one. All right, let's see what happens. But this is definitely the last one that we can draw that has multiple touches. I mean, unless you want to come back here and go that way, but that cuts through, so I don't like it. My current one does that one. Also sounds like an airplane taking off. Yeah. Does it have Bitcoin in it? Or forgot. I'll get him. I'll make it. He'll turn it into a Bitcoin farm. Yeah, I think that's just a laptop thing. I mean, you can't have huge fans on a laptop, obviously, so you get stuck with the ones that when you're putting it under load, it's gotta put out some RPMs. So I got these cash vouchers on Webull from the day you mentioned it. Now, how do I use them? So yeah, I was actually looking into that myself. I think you need to actually purchase an option, and then within that option, if it was 20 bucks, you can then I actually almost bought a put yesterday with it, but then it was I looked down and realized it was like 420. I couldn't even do it. But then once you buy the option, you can apply the vouchers towards that option. You know, let's just see if we can do it. I personally think that Nvidia is going to drag the market down even further. So let's switch to tomorrow. Let's say, I don't know, 448 or so. Let's see if we can get one for that price. But so, yeah. So we could get one here. 15. It's almost perfect. I want to buy the put. I guess I could do 449. It would just, I would have to spend some of my money. So that. Let's just go this way. Then it'll be free. All right. Well, it won't be free until it becomes free. All right. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll find out. I'm going to place the order. So we're paying 15. You're buying the right to sell. There's a SPY. SPY shares are higher than 448. Will expire worthless. That's fine. Where'd it go? There's nothing in my positions window down here, so. Okay, it's just the order that's out. I don't see volume anywhere, so. Should I have... Could change it to 16, I guess. Just so that we get filled, right? It shouldn't matter since... Alright, there we go. And we got filled. Alright. So now, I think I have to do it on my phone, because I didn't see anywhere... I didn't see anywhere where I could do this on there. Yep, okay. Let's click it. Go to... Excuse me. Forgot. All right, so my rewards, redeem. Let's click redeem. Oh yeah, look, it pops up. So make sure this doesn't say anything crazy. Okay. It's kind of hard to see, but essentially, you go to the menu, and then under shortcuts, it'll say my rewards, and once you're in the position. Because like if you're not in a position, you hit redeem, it'll tell you you have to be in a position. So now I hit redeem, and it pops up. It says, please choose a transaction below to redeem the voucher. And it pops up the put that I just took. So redeem, confirm. Congratulations. All right, redeem. Well, oh, are you kidding me? Cash vouchers can be redeemed to credit against one successfully filled option. Stock order after receipt. Orders filled before receipt or not. So that's where they get you, it looks like. You can't put them all towards one. Well, that's not cool. All right, well, I might have just given away $11. Well, that's kind of annoying. All right, well, just buy buy a bunch of $5 ones. Here, let me go back. Let's see. We'll buy a 444 one. Buy 5. But is this yeah, this is tomorrow. All right, so that one got filled. Let's go back. Redeem. Yep, and there it is. Redeem, confirm. Congratulations. All right. So yeah, so that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to find a bunch of ones that say 5 cents and do it that way. Maybe could we hedge it the other way? Right? Since these are essentially free? Could we do that? Think about that. And go for the 461 here. Right? In theory, right? Because these are essentially free. So one of them is going to maybe pay. My theory is right on this, right? You wouldn't want to do this with just your own money, but since it's free, I think I'm in the right here. Then you know what? Let's take a shot on Nvidia. Why not, right? So tomorrow, do they have it for tomorrow? No. So which way do we think this could go? I think we're going down. So I'm gonna say like 450. What's 450 look like? Holy crap, those are still super expensive. They 367? Are you kidding me? Look at where 367 is on the chart. Holy smokes. $365. It is in 3 days though. I think this price is, I think it's already baked in. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? Buy, put, and it's free. All right, there we go. Now I'm kind of excited. All right, got something to look forward to tomorrow. Where's my positions? All right, I have to go get lunch for the kids. I totally forgot. I told them I was gonna go get it. Where are my options? I mean, I see my positions down here, but how can I count? Maybe. There we go. So they're right here. Looks like. This is funds. Where are the trades? Oh, here? Okay, there it is. Oh, of course you guys. There we go. Cool. Alright. We'll see what happens. I think we get more stocks from Webull too. If you did that promotion, I think it's on like the 29th. As long as you don't touch the money that you deposited, I think it's like the 28th or the 29th. They give you like 8 fractional shares or something. Don't forget the canned cranberries. Not going to the grocery store, just going to McDonald's. I told him I'd get a McDonald's. They have this thing at McDonald's where you get a 20-piece nugget and 2 large fries for, it's like $7. Well, right now it's medium fries, but they go back and forth between the medium and the large. Yeah, it's literally, here, I'll tell you. Let's go through the ordering process. It's $7.39 for a 20-piece nugget and 2 medium fries. I mean, you can't beat that. Sure, this is the right. All right. After tax is $7.83. All right, I'm going to go do that. Are you going back to trading stocks with DOS and ISW? Maybe in the future. But right now, no. I'll be still trading stocks per se via options, but I'm not going to be trading them like I was, not for now. My focus moving forward right now is to try to gain some time. I'm actually going to leave this up because I'm curious. But I would like to be a little bit more hands-off, try not to be on the computer sitting in front of the charts as much. So if I can get down like with options, and then like maybe I could still trade futures if they're working for the first hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I could just be kind of hands-off the rest of the day. Yeah, I think people make options a little bit more complicated than they have to be. Plus, I'm going to be selling options. I'm not buying options. Like, what I just did is not what I'll be doing normally. I only did that because it was money they gave me to play with. That's not what I'll be doing moving forward. Which I'll get more into that as I move forward. But for right now, It is what it is. But I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I will be here bright and early as usual. Stay safe. Don't do anything silly. And I'll see you in the morning. Until then.